Well, it turns out there actually is a dot on the crank gear. I was talking to Carl Man, who's the guy who gave me the engine, and he's worked on these quite a lot before. And he said, yeah, there is a dot, but I was looking at it more, and I finally found it. It's extremely small. You won't be able to see it with the camera, but it's lined up now. Yeah, it's lined up. The dot's just on there. It's like right in. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to take a photo with my camera, but I'll give it a shot. Alright, my camera wouldn't pick it up because it just doesn't pick up that close-up photos. But, it's all lined up now. So now I'm just going to give the crankcase a tiny little bit more of a clean before I put it back together. I'm going to make a crankcase gasket. I've done a video on how to do that before, so I'm not going to say it again. But, yeah, I'll make that with some cereal box cardboard, and then put the crankcase back on, and then clean up the outside a little bit more with degreaser and air compressor, then put the fuel tank back on. Then I got to get some fuel line because the old stuff is a bit hard and it's not long enough. Then I also got to get an end crimp thingy for the HT lead, and that's about it. So yeah, then it's just Carman's given me some bolts to fit the muffler and carby on. So he was going to come over today, but he can't, so he'll come over tomorrow or something like that. So yeah, I'll just make that gasket now. Alrighty, I just put the oil on the crankcase and put the cardboard on there. Made the imprint of the gasket, and so now I'll punch out all the holes with my hole punches, and then cut it out with the scissors, and then put it on and bolt it up. Alright, that's that gasket all made. And now I'll just give the crankcase a quick clean. Just air compressor it a little bit, and then I'll put it all back together. Alrighty, I clean and degrease the crankcase cover, so you can see it's all nice and clean. There's just a few spots of oil in there, but there's no sand or anything. And then I also spray this with compressed air, and the only little bits is residue oil left. There's no aluminium particles or dust in there, so that's all clean now. And I also clean my hands. When you're doing this, it's pretty important to clean your hands pretty regularly, because if you have oily hands, as soon as you clean something and you pick it up, you're just going to get it dirty again. So it's pretty important to clean your hands every now and then. So now I put this cover on. I need to make that hole a little bit bigger for that thing. So now I'll put the crankcase cover on, sorry, and yeah, I'll get it all cleaned up on the outside. I'll degrease it again because that bottom's still a bit dirty, and then put the fuel tank on, everything else like that. So I'll do that now. Alrighty, I put the crankcase gasket on and gave it a clean. So it's all clean now, apart from that little bit in there. The carb's not on yet, it's just sitting there. I'm going to get some of that turtle wax, and my dad's got some, so I'll just sort of buffer this back, because you can see that bit's sort of red, but this is all, you can't really see it with the camera, but it's dull. It's not really a red, it's more like a almost pink. So I'll put some turtle wax on there and get it back to original. And I'll just turn the engine over and show you the bottom, because I cleaned all that as well. Alrighty, I cleaned all the bottom as well. So it's all spotless. I just like having clean engines because I don't like picking them up and then getting a whole handful of grease when you pick them up. So a lot of people don't. A lot of people just chuck them together, but I like to spend a lot of time in cleaning them up. So yeah, now I'll just put the fuel tank on, and then I need the air filter's not complete. It's this part here. I need to clean all this as well, but the air filter part's not complete. Carlman's going to give me a spare Honda and some few parts so I can complete the air filter part of it, and also an exhaust gasket. I don't know if I have nuts for those. I haven't checked yet, but if not, he's going to give me those as well. So yeah, I'll put the fuel tank on now, and that's about it. Alrighty, the fuel tank's on. I also connected the fuel line on the carby, and the fuel line is long enough. I thought it was too short, but what I did was I just grabbed the fuel line and pulled it, and it stretched, and then it fits right on. So yeah, how about that? So I just need to get the air filter, and yeah, so what I need to get is the air filter for this and the two nuts to go on the end. But I'll have a look in my little thing if I got nuts for this. I probably do because they're pretty standard size. And then yeah, just need to put the air filter on there. Then I need to go to the lawnmower shop and get a end. Sorry, the phone turned off just then. And then I need to get a exhaust gasket and the nuts for that, and put the exhaust on. So yeah, but now it's all clean and everything. It looks really nice. With the fuel tank, it just looks more like a Honda. Alrighty, now I'll just go see if I have any nuts for that. And yeah, I should have this done in the next couple of days. So, see you later. Okay, the gasket that was on here ripped, and it was only just made out of this sort of stuff, the paper material. So I just made another one out of cardboard, as you can see there. So that matches up with that. Just make sure I got it on right. And that phone turned off again, and that seals it nicely. Yep. Okay, and I'll just trim up the edge there, just there, so it looks a bit nicer. You can't tell it's made out of cardboard. So that's about it now, guys. I did find two nuts to put all this on, so the carby will go on now. I can't bother putting it now actually, but yeah, I got two nuts there, just spares from the Honda, so when I remove the governor and all that. One I got out of the governor linkage, this sort of thingy here, and another one I don't know where the hell that came from, but yeah, so see you later. Alrighty, I got the carb on and the plastic cover there. I just got this Briggs filter sitting on there because that filter doesn't have anything in it, and this fits on there, so I'm just going to put on there so it doesn't get any dirt on it. And I can use it as a filter for now, because it does fit over that hole, so it will filter it. I just need to get two bolts and a gasket to hold this muffler on. And what I did, this used to be covered in concrete. I don't know if you watch my other videos, guys, but it used to be like this, but everywhere. So what I just did was I got a chisel, and chiseled off all the concrete. Still got a little bit of concrete around the place, but not so bad. So yeah, I just got to get a muffler gasket and then some bolts to hold that one on, and then it's all done. And I got to get the filter element, and that's it. So yeah, turned out really nice.